When you know that,
Yeah, I'm trying to catch that one. Through that one. So
when you know that you have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable,
right,
then you have to be relentless.
Mm.
You have to take harsh decisions that are going to bring you pain.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Hustlers Blueprint podcast. This is the first edition, first series. We've got a lot of really exciting content for you and yours. Hopefully you'll be able to tune in and follow us. The theme that we're going to be running with for the first couple of series is struggles to success. So we're going to be looking at a number of narratives and a number of ways in which this little struggle to success narrative can be put forward. I'm glad to say that I've got Godwin Ba with me today. Godwin's doing a lot of exciting things. I don't want to take away the shine from you, bro. Just introduce yourself. Who are you? What's your story?
Yeah, thank you, everyone. I'm Godwin Ba, as he said. And on this podcast, I'll be giving a lot of nuggets. People that are looking forward to actually level up to live from where they are currently to live their best life. I'll be giving you all the nuggets because I've been there, I've done it all, and I'm here and I'm still going.
Exactly.
So I'm here to bring a lot of people on my journey.
Come on.
People they feel like they've been left out of the good things of life.
Yeah.
I'm here to try to inspire them and try to make them the better versions of themselves.
Come on, that's what you like to hear. Godwin, I know we've picked up your accent there, so I mean, I don't want to spoil it because there's so much to you that we can unpack, but just give us a little story. Like, where's your background from? Where does that little twang there come from?
Yes, I'm from Cameroon.
Come on.
I'm from Cameroon and I've been in Dubai for about 8+ years. And I came here to the UK to try to see how I can inspire the people here as well.
Come on, that's what we like to hear. So for all you French speakers out there, if you're hearing the French twang, it's because Godwin's Francophone, Cameroon. You know, Cameroon's like, they got two, English and French.
The Francophones and the Anglophones, So you can get the French twang in my
and
accent,
you can get the French. So
that's right,
he parle français and he's also speaking English. Come on. Godwin, you obviously have made the transition from Cameroon to Dubai to now being in London, the UK. Walk us through that. Like, what's been some of the fears and challenges that you've had to overcome?
So when it comes to the fears and challenges, there's been a lot. And the most thing has been to try to combat the fact that I was built for more, you get me? Mm-hmm. I was built for more. And when I have this mindset, no matter the situation I found myself in, I will always strive to be the best version of myself. Doing what other people would not do, I was doing just that. Okay. So, and in terms of sort of where you're positioned career-wise, are you able just to share with us a little bit of sort of what it is that you do, just so that we can open up the discussion a little bit more? So where's your career, where's your path of success as we speak? Yeah, that's a good question. So currently I'm a Salesforce developer, Salesforce consultant, and I'm also a mentor to a lot of people.
Okay.
So I build enterprise business applications for companies.
Okay.
To help manage their entire businesses. I build analytics applications.
Okay.
So I'm talking about Fortune 500 companies. And this is what they literally use to run their entire business. So I'm master with Salesforce. Okay. And Salesforce is the number one CRM platform in the world. All companies right now have a CRM platform. Okay. So we customize this for the companies and we help them to automate their business as much as possible. And my goal is to try to help, because I did not go to a university to learn this, right? Sure. I learned this just because of my hustle. Okay. And my goal is now to help as many people as possible. So I have a company that I set up in a platform, a SaaS product, pathway to Salesforce, that people come in there and they can learn from the ground up. Someone has no idea about technology. someone that literally doesn't even know what a computer is.
Okay.
Is able to come in there
And with the journey.
walk through the entire journey step by step and hold them by the hand. It's like a mini university.
Okay.
So you have them submitting their projects. It's practical based.
Okay.
So we have them submitting their projects. We have people that review their projects and submit them back to them.
Yeah.
Give them the results, see what they're liking, help improve them, get them certified, get them ready for the job market, and then they can change the story.
They can change their narrative. All right, you said a few things there. We're going to dig deeper into some of sort of your own personal triumphs in this journey. But do you just want to sort of explain to everyone what SaaS, and you said Salesforce, because I want to build a picture so people can understand exactly where you're sat and why your journey's been how it is and how you've overcome. So when people talk about SaaS, what is SaaS?
Okay, that's cool. SaaS is software as a service.
Software as a service. Okay.
Yeah, software as a service.
SaaS is software as a service.
That's right.
SaaS.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
Okay.
So, but the thing with Salesforce is not just a SaaS product.
Okay.
Salesforce is SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS, because IaaS.
So is Salesforce technology, or what is Salesforce?
Salesforce is high tech.
Okay.
So when I say SaaS, and then I'm talking about PaaS, and I'm
Yeah.
talking about IaaS, right?
Yeah.
So it's Salesforce is a combo of software as a service,
Yeah.
platform as a service,
Yeah.
and infrastructure as a service.
Okay.
So with what this means is that with SaaS, these
Yeah.
are just out of the box products that you build, and then the user have to use it. Like my product is a SaaS platform.
Yeah.
The students or the customers just come in there and they're studying and they're ingesting all the information. They can't edit anything, right?
Yeah.
But when you talk about PaaS, it means that people can come in there and actually customize things based on how they want it. So Salesforce has a SaaS product.
Yeah.
It's a sales cloud. Customers will buy a subscription for this.
Yeah.
And now they'll hire professionals like us to come in there and customize this, how their business runs.
Okay. Okay.
So you have people having like a finance department, marketing department, service department. All these different departments have different ways of using the product.
Right.
So now you have an out-of-the-box product.
Yeah.
So now you call on a professional like myself.
Sure.
I come in now, I customize it now how your business runs.
Okay.
And I help automate as much task as possible to help relieve work from the sales reps and all of that to help you increase your revenue
Right.
in a smart way.
Brilliant.
So that's and also with infrastructure as a service, this means that we don't need to go and look for some other software, let's say Amazon Web Services, to store the data of the customers.
Right.
On the same Salesforce platform, you're able to store the customer's data.
Yeah.
So there's a combo of infrastructure as a service,
Yeah.
platform as a service,
Yeah.
and software as a service.
Okay.
You can decide that you want to use the software out of the box, but that will be limiting because it's not going to be tailored to your business needs.
Okay.
Now you need a professional to be able to customize that platform,
Yeah.
how your business runs. If you're selling, let's say shoes, if you're selling cars, you need to customize that platform to suit the entire business processes. You have sales processes that are different. Someone might say, okay, where people are selling goods of like this to $100,000 or £100,000.
Yeah.
You can't just sell that out of the counter, right? So it goes through, like say, negotiation phase. It goes through the various phases.
Yeah.
And then we are the ones that are going to customize the platform to match all these phases to help improve their business as much as possible. Yeah.
Excellent. See, basically that's what you're sharing with us is what most companies, I mean, as a sales professional, what you're saying is your platforms, your CRM will come in and help us automate so that we can go on a journey to hopefully selling or growing the company revenue. Now, when you moved from Cameroon to Dubai, you didn't know all of this stuff. I know you had no idea about this stuff. So like, you must have just walked into it. What was your, like, what got you here? How did you and why did you get into this field?
So when it comes to why did I get into this field, I think there's a lot of things that happened before I got in here. I did not just leave Cameroon and I got here. It was a journey.
Right.
So I've been through different things. I've tried different things. I've failed. I've woken up. So there's a popular saying that if you fail,
Yes.
and fall down, you don't want to fall down with your head down.
Right.
You want to fall down facing up, because if you can look up, you can get up.
Okay.
So I've been through all this journey. I started my journey as a security guard when I traveled out of Cameroon, and from a security guard, I envisioned myself that I was going to be a bodyguard. You know what I mean?
What? So when you was leaving Cameroon to go Dubai?
No, when I was leaving Cameroon to go Dubai,
Yeah.
I was going as a security guard.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
So, but remember, you're talking to someone that has degrees, masters in the university, right? It's just because of the way the country was.
Sure.
Yes.
So you left Cameroon hoping for better with you already studied something. What was your master's in Cameroon before you left?
So I have the master's. It was not in tech. It was in petroleum.
Wow. So you're actually a petroleum guy by
I worked in Sonora, which is like the biggest oil company in Cameroon.
But.
Yeah. So, but there's a lot of corruption, a lot of tribalism in the country. You know how Africa can be.
Yeah.
So sometimes you realize that you need to know someone to become somebody.
Right.
So it's a lot limiting. So that's why I was like, okay, it's about time to change the environment.
Okay.
Sometimes your environment can be hindering your growth.
Say that again.
Sometimes your environment can be hindering your growth.
Sometimes your environment can be hindering your growth.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
So you need to take the bold step.
Okay.
And be ready to start from rock bottom.
Okay. So you took the bold step to leave your petroleum security in education to go into a field that you had no idea about.
Yeah. Okay. So the catch here is that I didn't want to go to be a security guard.
Sure.
The catch here is that you wanted to look for a way to be able to move out of the country.
Okay.
So when you realize that you were built for more,
yes,
and you look at your surrounding circumstances, and these circumstances are not pointing towards a direction that you can achieve that, you need to make a harsh decision. And this decision is going to be uncomfortable. But when you know that you have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable, you're going to be relentless.
So when you know that you are...
When you know that...
I'm trying to catch that one. Through that one. So
when you know that you have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable,
right,
then you have to be relentless. You have to take harsh decisions that are gonna bring you pain.
Right.
But behind every pain, there's victory.
Okay.
So it's a mindset thing. If you don't have this mindset, you're gonna realize that the fear of making that bold step, of leaving your comfort zone, will hinder you.
Okay.
So if, let's say, I was like, oh, okay, I'm going into a new country. Oh, okay, I'm going to work as a security guard and all this kind of, if I was thinking about this and I let this to slow me down, then I would have been in that same environment and be chasing mediocre opportunities.
Okay.
But now when you think about the big picture and you see, okay, I've tried it all here. What about if I try somewhere else?
But when you're saying this, I'm thinking there's got to be something that was a bit of a rejection, because you're leaving your hometown to go to Dubai, which is not your home. Culturally, you're going to face a lot of rejection. So, why weren't for that? How did you manage to navigate and not feel like, what, let me just do a security job, or let me just do a standard job that most people do? Why did you how did you still manage to overcome that rejection in a new country that's not yours?
I like the question. The thing is, when you know where you're going to, you're unstoppable. When you know where you are going to, you're unstoppable. The challenges that come are just fuel to take you to where you want to go. So when I was a security guard, right, I look at when I travel, remember, the security guard was just the means to take me out.
Right.
Because that was the only available opportunity at that time. It was the only means. So when directly I was hired from Cameroon.
Yes. Oh, so you got the job before you got to...
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was hired from Cameroon.
Okay.
That was just a means to go out, which was very uncomfortable. But now when I got into the land, I had to explore opportunities. Say, okay, this is a foreign land. I have the opportunity to explore whatever opportunity I want to get. I was staying in accommodation with over I'm talking about maybe 1,000 people in the whole
one accommodation.
Yeah. It was called the army camp. And in one room, the room were like you're talking about this, the containers where you travel goods and send out of the country. So you have this container, and then you have 8 beds inside. and then you have like, you're sharing like one kitchen with 4 gas plates for this 1,000 people.
This is where in Dubai.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
So when you look at the circumstances, it's like fuel to make you keep going. I was working 14-hour shifts, no days off.
14-hour shifts.
No days off. Standing up as a security guard, standing up.
Hey, man, you're in Dubai though, man. You've left Cameroon.
Yeah.
Why did you not just settle with that? Like, I would have just thought, you know what? I'm leaving home. I'm a security. I'm in Dubai, flashing lights, all the good stuff. But how did you continue to like think, you know what? This is not for me. Even though you're working those like 40-hour shifts and 1,000 people, that's a lot of people in one place, my guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So how did you like still keep yourself going?
The thing is, I knew I didn't belong there. And
How? What? Like, how
because
did you know?
that's a good question. How do you know?
Yeah, how did you know you
That's a good question. Because when you look at the people that you're working with, you look at their educational level, you look at their priorities,
Yes.
you see that you don't belong there.
So it's not even a case of like you're undermining them and saying that they're below you. You're just seeing that based on like where you've projected yourself in your mind, they're maybe not projecting at the same pace or level that you're thinking of. Is that what you're saying?
Partially, but one important thing for you to know is that everybody have their own journey. Everybody knows where they're coming from. I'm coming from Cameroon.
Yeah.
I have my family that's looking after me.
Do I know Yaoundé?
Yeah.
Do I know Yaoundé?
Limbe.
Limbe. Hey,
So-
if you're from Limbe, this is your son here. He's talking.
Yeah. So I have my family that's looking up to me. You know, I have my mom that's looking up to me.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on in these people's families.
Okay.
Get me?
Okay.
I don't know if how much they're receiving there is okay for them or not.
Okay.
But for me, this was not okay at all.
Okay.
But this was big money in Cameroon.
Okay.
But I knew that from the way these guys were talking, just from the way they look, not like being, but from the way they look, sometimes you see these people have not even gone to school at all.
I see.
You get me?
Yeah.
So, but now you're talking to someone with degrees.
Yeah.
So I cannot come in there
Yeah.
and get sucked in with that mediocre life.
Okay.
I'm an intellectual. I was coming in there just as a means, and I have the grace of God on me.
Okay.
So this was also something that helped me. When I came in there and I saw the way the circumstances were, I set myself a target of 1 year. That I'm
Okay.
going to leave this place in 1 year, no matter what.
So you got there, looked around, saw that, you know what, it's not even that these people are not on my level or they're below me, but it's just that I need to move to another level. I'm going to give myself some time just to set up, and I give myself you said 1 year.
Yeah.
So, and 1 year, what did you say to yourself?
I left in 1 year.
So you said to yourself, in 1 year, this can't be me.
Yeah. Great. Okay, good question. I'll say in 1 year, I'm going to leave this place to a better place. You know, in 1 year, I'm going to leave this place to a better place. I pray to God, but sometimes people get Christianity wrong.
Okay.
And they just think that you just pray and pray and pray and pray. Maybe you be screaming and praying. I'm thinking that, you know how Africans can pray sometimes? Yes. Oui. Ils pensent que quand ils prient comme ça,
Yeah.
God is just gonna answer them. But when God, other people are praying the same prayer as well.
Exactly, yeah, man.
The thing is that what you're doing differently.
Exactly.
So I said to myself that probably almost everybody in this place is praying the same thing for God to give them a better life,
Right.
get them better jobs. But what is going to set me aside is what I do differently.
That's right.
So I needed to say, God, if I'm begging you for you to bless me with a new job, a new opportunity, I need to get new skills.
Okay.
With this mindset now, it started making me to start ingesting new information.
Okay. So you prayed for it.
Yeah.
But then you also had to, would you say, execute something?
I prayed for it.
Yeah.
And then I had to work very hard for it.
I see.
I did not just pray and say, God should help me on an opportunity.
Yeah.
I prayed for it just for the grace of God.
Yeah.
And then I did something. So God can use that thing to change my story. Because imagine that we are all in the house and we are praying for you to have a better job.
Yeah. So 1,000 people.
1,000 people pray for the same thing, of course, every day, right?
That's a lot of praying, bro.
Yeah. So imagine 1,000 people praying for the same thing, but 1,000 people, but 999 people
Yeah, man.
are just praying. And then there's one person that is praying, but he's praying that, okay, God, use this thing that I'm doing to bless me to an opportunity. It's different, right?
100%.
Yeah. So now I started learning new skills. That's I got into health and safety. I started learning it, and then God used that now to take me away from the security into another opportunity, which now gave me more time to be able to, because now I started working 5 days and I had more days off, the rest like 3 days off, 2 days off.
Yeah.
And I have more time now to use it to get into something to get into tech actually.
I see.
Yeah.
And what along that journey, because I'm imagining you probably had to sacrifice some stuff. You know, everyone else is, you know, living the high life. Dubai is like everyone's favorite destination. It's a playground for the wealthy, for the rich, as they say. So what were some of the sacrifices that you had to do to adjust and get into tech?
The thing is that with Dubai, like people have a lot of misconception about Dubai because Dubai is there's different categories of people living in Dubai.
That's
There's
right.
people that come in there as expats, they're living a good life. There's people that come in there to struggle and they're living a really harsh life right now. So I had to understand that to get to that level, I needed to do something differently. You understand? And I had to sacrifice, like, because when we came back from work, my colleagues were
the
they were
girls.
the girls, they were talking to girls.
So you couldn't check those.
Yeah, they were talking to girls. They were doing all this stuff. You know what I mean?
You reached out on that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So they were talking to girls. They were doing things that,
The cars.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Thing.
Yeah.
Was you tempted?
going to the club?
Was you tempted?
I went to the club a couple of times, but I knew my vision, so I didn't let that take over me.
Papa,
So I didn't let that take over me. So
tell the truth. You enjoyed the club there. There was like,
yeah,
what's the scene out there? How was everyone? What, everyone's living nice, yeah?
bro. You can't say everyone is living nice because, like I said, there's different categories of people. I just went there because it was like a mental relief. I was working 14-hour shifts, no days off, bro.
Yes. You need to just let loose.
Yeah.
Some steam off.
I just had to relax a little bit. I feel like a human being.
100%. And then
Yeah.
all these girls, and you're thinking, you know what? I'd love to get involved, but, and that but is.
Yeah, the thing is, I could go and chill and come back to my house soon.
Yeah.
There's people that will come back every day after work and they'll be looking at girls' pictures and going on Instagram, social media, liking, calling girls and talking to them, lying to them, or asking for pictures and all of that kind of stuff. I was not in that school of thought.
This guy's trying to hot up everyone's tactics. Well, but that's what people are doing. Leave them alone.
Yeah, man, but that's the choice. Right? Do you know, I spoke 5 days ago, I spoke to somebody in the same position and they showed me another friend that, oh, come and see this guy. Do you know this guy?
Yeah.
And this other guy was a guy of about 10 years ago in the same spot. Now, the decisions and actions you take is going to determine where you're going to be.
Where you're going to be. The decisions and actions
you take
will determine
where you're going to be. Yeah.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be back. I think he said a lot there, and I hope you've been taking note and catching some of it. You said a lot there. Even I've taken some nuggets. So bear with us as we just go on a short break, and we'll be back in 2.